Hello, welcome. Welcome back to the live session for the first day of trading week. NFP week, as you know, that pretty busy week, and I'm late on my entry, but back on track. Looking forward to see trading opportunity in this session. We can see that quite a few instrument as expected, gold as well as some of the instrument currently showing significant trading opportunity in the market. We can see that some quite important instruments showing important movement as there is NFP week this week, and we are seeing the market is in fact moving aggressively. Here is we can see the XY had an upside bias, while you can see that XAUUSD currently after the market open initially has dropped, now trying to push back again. It's on the daily support level. I'm going to look at one by one all of them to see what kind of trading opportunity we have. CJ, welcome. Good morning. Hello everyone. Thanks for joining the live session. Let's look at the market from a very lower time frame perspective as well as the higher time frame perspective to see how the market is evolving throughout the time here. So let's first of all look at to see where the price potentially be heading in this market. So let's look at first of all, I'm going to look at a bigger picture and the smaller picture, guys. This is a very important week. First of all, review the week, which is absolutely important to look at, as this week is quite important. As you know that NFP week, and in this NFP week we would like to see the best trade possible in the market. Now before we look at the analysis, I'm going to look at the chart to see where the market potentially be heading here. Let's look at here, looking at the Forex factory calendar and looking at calendar here coming up in few today is, as you know, the first day of trading week, Monday. Tomorrow preparation for bigger move coming up from the Monday. That means tomorrow in NY session coming Jaws job opening, and then CPI on AUD, followed by non-farm ADP, non-farm employment change, FOMC, BOJ press conference, BOJ rate, policy rate, as well as average hourly earnings, and as well as followed by non-farm employment change, unemployment rate. So this week is packed with very the most important news in the market for the month, and would like to scale up these trades this week as well. So let's first of all look at the market here from first of all I would like to look at the bigger picture, and then we will be looking at the smaller detailed to see how we can find entry in this market. Looking at the monthly to see overall direction in this market. Why monthly? Because monthly, weekly and daily higher time frame will give us clear direction, removing all the noise from the lower time frame. So looking at monthly here on gold. Now as we discuss in our weekly Forex forecast as well, the market from the monthly is, we can see there is a rejection from the top. Now the question is this a rejection or a correction, and is the market is breaking below the previous monthly low, or it's bouncing back to the previous monthly high or this monthly high? That we will be able to see from the lower time frame how the trend is working. But at the moment from the monthly, the price is approaching that monthly support level, and I think that the price potentially coming back here to this monthly low, and here is where you can see that this is the monthly support if we look at, and also if you look at here also this is the monthly low here. Therefore in this market we could see the price to potentially break below here to create a new lower low in this market. So let's look at here to see where the price potentially be heading from the, this one I would like to cancel. So in that here we can see the market from this high has got the rejection, and we could see the market potentially drop back below here to create a new lower low. Now looking at the weekly, that we can see, as you guys see that in the weekly forex forecast also I have mentioned that from the weekly perspective, this market may potentially break below here. This is the weekly pin bar from this high that we have seen, which is pretty massive bearish pin bar in this market. So with that bearish pin bar, we can see this week the market from this high has got the rejection back below, and this is the weekly opening, the first day of trading week. We have seen the market managed to break this previous weekly low, and it was a massive gap open that you guys have seen that on the on gold, and with that gap open, the price filled that gap. So as you know, the market doesn't look like to leave a gap here. So you saw that the market filled that gap, and then after the gap closed, we see the price trying to push back below here from the weekly time frame. So looking at daily, this is the daily high that today the price tested and then rejected back below the daily low. So from the daily here, the possibility for this market to come down here again, and I would like to level up here for this daily gap open, so you know that where the market open with the gap and what level we can expect for this market to get rejected if the price is going back up again. So from the 4 hour, after cross of this high here, we can see the market tested this high and then has got that rejection back below here. Now if we look at the 1 hour, this is where we can see the market is showing there is a double top formation here. You can see a move, pullback, another move, pullback. So the market is maintaining that downtrending market structure. We can see the prices form this double top and then has broken back below here from this double top after cross of this high. This is the previous resistance line. We saw the prices drop from this level, created this low, and as this market is in a downtrend, the prices cross this high with this 1 hour bearish engulfer. The market has shown that this market potentially be continuing to drop back below here to create a new lower low in this market. So this is a downtrending market, and we will be waiting for a potential sell entry in this market to see where the price we can enter into this trade. So looking at that, we saw a little bit of disruption here. Okay, so hope that you guys can see me now. Here is what we can see. This is the 1 hour price section where there is a 1 hour bearish engulfer formation. In this market, highly likely we could see that potentially to break below to create a new lower low. This is the 1 hour price section. We see after this bearish engulfer, there is another bearish candle, and this market we can expect it to come back here, to create a new lower low. So the possibility here to come back for this price to this support is higher. And if we look at here, there is a break of a structure, and we may see that the market to trend back down. And if you guys look at it, you can see this is the 15 minutes candlestick pattern as well, which is highly bearish. So from the 5 minutes, as we are seeing that this is the 1 hour candle close coming, and we may see a potential entry opportunity. This is the hourly high. The price just has crossed this 20 EMA, and the market may, what I think, to break below here. So the potentially to come back here to create a new lower low. Here is, I'm going to look at here potential sell opportunity. Let's look at here to see where the price potentially be heading. And as you can see, this is the 1 hour price action, the candle closing in 3 minutes time from the 1 hour, and I would like to look for sell opportunity. You see that this is the lower time frame head and shoulder formation here. The possibility for the market to come back here is higher, and I would like this market is maintaining that downtrending market structure here. So this is the, if you guys look at it, this is the 5 minute chart, which is a bearish engulfer, and we may see that this market to continue to drop to create a new lower low in this market. So let's wait for the price to show up, and as what I think, after this break below, we could see that the market to come back here from the intraday to break below to create a new lower low. So I'm waiting for an entry. 5-minute chart here that you can see, it's showing that bearish engulfer. And looking back on the 5 minutes, a bearish engulfer formation with a liquidity grab on the 5-minute chart, giving a probability for this market to continue to trend here to create a new lower low in this market. So we'll be waiting to see where the price is potentially be heading here. As you can see from this resistance, pretty sharp drop, pullback, liquidity grab here, and you can see another drop. So the market, this candlestick pattern is potentially for a downside momentum in this market. That being said, we'll be waiting for a candle close. If we see that before the candle 1 hour candle close, the market has done enough pullback to the upside, we can look for sell entry. And I'm going to wait, I'm going to place a pending order here so that we can have an entry if the price shows up that one. So this is the 1 minute price action and the 5 minutes. This is the previous swing high. If you look at the 1 minute, you can see this is there is a bearish price action formation here on the lower time frame. So looking at in this market, so if we look at, I'm still not entering, just looking to see possible price action confirmation here in this market for entry. So the 1 hour, which is sharply bearish. And with this sell market, it's a selling that you can see the market is showing that bearish price action. So I'm going to open a sell stop here, stop loss above this high, TP target to this level. So it's a sell stop. That means if this market breaks below here, we will be entering into the trade. So sell stop that I'll be placing at 33378. So expecting that this market to potentially come back here to fill that long wick at the bottom. So this is a potentially to come back here to break that low. I'm placing a sell stop on Xauusd. So sell stop here at so 3334.05. Stop loss at we'll be placing at 3336.79, and TP target here at 3329.64. So placing a sell stop at this price here. So place the sell stop here for a possible trade setup, expecting this market to potentially break below here to create a new lower low, as this market is currently in a downtrend, expecting it to break below here after the hourly close, expecting this market to trend back down to this support level. As from the intraday we can see that it's a sharply falling market. If you look at the 5 minutes here, also you can see the market is having that downtrending market structure, wanting the market to trend back down. As if we look at here, you can see that it's a sharply downtrending market structure. So 30 minutes also you can see the price has created sharp bearish market structure. So here is a bearish market, and as this market is in a trend, what we can expect here, that the market to potentially break below here to the major direction of the trend. So looking at the 15 minutes, which is sharply falling market, so I place the pending order here and would like to see this market to drop back down to the support level. So here is the market showing that rejection from the top, and as it's a falling market, we'll be looking to see that this market is having that downtrending market structure here. So here on the place the pending order, and what I think this market to break below to the major direction of the trend. Waiting for the price to break below. If the market coming back here below this low, as it is in a we have seen there is a bearish engulfer, so you could see that the market to break below here to the support level to create a new lower low in this market. So from the daily, what we see that it's a falling market. From the 4 hour here also you have seen the sharp drop, that market showing that potentially to break the low here to create a new lower low. So it's getting some liquidity grab. So if you look at here from the daily, that you can see the market has tested the high and possibly to pushing for a pullback. So here's the 15 minutes price action. So there was a bounce from the 5 minutes as well. See that bounce, and that being said, lower time frame again, looking at the 1 minute. Here is the price showing we see that on the 1 hour price action there is a sharp bearish engulfer formation has given this market to potentially break below the possibility to come back here from the 30 minutes that we can see. So we'll be waiting for a possible break below. If the market break below, that's why we will be entering into this sell trade here. So if the market managed to break below, we will be on the sell trade in this market. So currently we see the price from this support level trying to push back here for another bounce, and that is where with this 4-hour price action we see there is a pullback, and I think the market could potentially try to break the low here, as this is a sharply falling market. We see there is a long head and shoulder, double top, and also together form a head and shoulder, and the price reverse from that level for another potential break below this level. Let's wait to see as the market in a very crucial level, and so it reached a very important resistance line. Let's see that where the market is potentially getting the rejection from that level. So if this price breaks below to that support, that's where we will be looking for entry in this market. So there is a 1 minute bearish engulfer, and that might be a reversal here for another potential break below. So wait to see where this market is getting that rejection from the high. There's a 15 minutes bearish candle formation, and So here is the market from the it's in a very important level of resistance on the 5 minutes that you can see, and it's on a high. So you see some kind of rejection from the top on this lower time frame, and that potentially might be a downtrending. There's a back-to-back 2 bearish engulfer on the 1 minute. Looking forward to see the market to reject back again. On the 15 minutes here, there is a sharp bearish rejection on the lower time frame. So 5 minutes, a long bear candle formation. Here on the 1 minute, that you can see the price trying to break below here. And as there is a breakup structure here on the lower time frame. So the price has tested the high, and so looking at this 5 minutes here, and our entry is here, we'll be looking to see if this market getting the rejection back below to the support level on the lower time frame. We'll be waiting to see the price to show up a stronger rejection from the top. If the market breaks below, if we see the prices has broken back below here to the long-term direction of the trend, we will be looking into the entry after break of this low here. There is a large head and shoulder here, and from that head and shoulder, expecting it to continue to trend back below to the lower time frame support level. From the 1 hour that we can see, the price has closed as a bearish engulfer, and it's a falling market, so the price to potentially to reject back below is higher. The possibility to come back down here to create a new lower low in this market. So here, as we place the pending order, I see the market sentiment changes, so I'm going to place a market order here, a sell trade, stop loss above this high. This is a market sell by market from this level. For a quick trading opportunity, I am opening a sell here by market for this potential drop, and keeping a stop loss above this high. So I'll be closing the pending order. We'll keep a possible sell trade here for a potential drop to this support level. So I have opened sell by market trade from this level. So I've opened sell by market and closing the pending order, as the market already has moved well above. Expecting for the market to potentially trend back down to this long-term support level. So the trade is running in at the moment and expecting it to cross this previous low here. And I am on a sell trade on Xauusd. As if you look at here, you can see this is the 5 minutes price section. We saw that there was a bounce back above to this resistance line, expecting this market to come back here to the support level. So if you look at the lower time frame here, you can see the market is trending at the moment, and I am on this sell trade. And as soon as I will close the profit, guys, I will give a shout out, as it's a falling market, expecting this market to trend, and at the same time it may easily can go up to grab liquidity. So I would highly encourage you to keep your risk fully managed. Anything can happen in trading, as you know that. So make sure that you do proper risk management and waiting for a possible rejection here back below. And you see there's some kind of rejection to the from this level. So if you look at the 15 minutes here, which is basically, we saw there was a stronger liquidity gap, expecting the market to potentially continue to drop here. We see that there is a 5 minutes bearish candle, the doji here on the 5 minutes, and that doji, so they're also trying to fill that long wick at the top. So trying to push that back above. Now here trying to push that price back above here to this. If you look at the 5 minutes and the 1 minute, that's where you can see the market is trying to create a structure. So this is a series of lower high in that area, where so after this, if you look at here, there is a doji formation on the 15 minutes chart, and that doji that you can see, if you look at again the 1 hour here, the possibility for this market to break this support after this liquidity gap could be higher. So 30 minutes price action that you can see also trying to build up that pressure in that area. And that being said, we see that the price on a very, very important support level, expecting it to break below to this level. And if you look at the 1 minute, again, there is a structure formation. We see that here multiple liquidity gap, downtrending market structure, wanting to see the price to break that low. Let's see that how it's forming the structure in that area. Okay, so if you look at again the 15 minutes, I think the bulls may not be able to get a stronger momentum here for this potential bounce. So if that's the case, you could see the market to return to the major direction of the trend, So we're waiting to see if this 50 minutes closing as a doji for the market to potentially continue to trend back down here. So looking at the 1 minute here, as you can see, it's a series of lower high. So if the price is getting the rejection from this level, we might see the market to come back here to potentially even to this head and shoulder level, where there is a previous swing low here, and there is a liquidity below this level in that area that you can see. And there's a 30 minutes candlestick pattern here as well. It's trying to push back. Right, so there is a 5 minutes candle is being closed potentially as a doji. So if this one is closing as a doji, you see that there is a rejection, the penetration coming, and that price to potentially come back here to this support level. So here we see that back to back two doji in this area, and I hope that guys you're enjoying the live session. We are on a trade here, so wanting to see the market to potentially continue to drop. I currently sell position on, yep, we are on sell as well. So we'll be looking to see that this market potentially to break below them, and anything can happen. As I mentioned, it may easily could push back up here for another liquidity grab. But if the market is, you can see the way the price action is forming, the possibility to remain bearish is higher. But if the market sentiment changes, it might go for a liquidity grab here in that area. But what I think that if this 15 minutes candle not being able to close as a bullish candle or a bullish doji, we might see the market to come back here to create a new lower low. So there is a 4-hour close coming. In this 4-hour candle will close 1.5 hours, and I think the market to potentially because the price on a daily, if you look at here, you can see the price on the daily resistance line, and this market from the daily could break below before it even potentially to change the trend in this market. Okay, so you can see some rejection. That's what I'm expecting on the 5 minutes. If this is a double top and the rejection, we could see the market to trend here to this support level. You can see the market is showing that pattern. We see 1 minute bearish rejection, bearish engulfer coming up. So if this one is closing, I would like to see that one is closing as a long bear candle, and then the market to possibly trend back down, and that to penetrate with this double top, the price to continue to melt down to the major direction of the trend. So you see that long bearish engulfer on the 1 minute, and that could be possibly to continue. Let's wait to see. As I mentioned earlier, 15 minutes closing a potential as a doji, and the 5 minutes also a bearish candlestick pattern in that area. So that candle expecting to come back here to this support level, and that's what I'm waiting to see the market to trend down to the support level to create a new lower low in this market. So we see that some rejection as expected, and that price action, what I think it may continue to melt back below here. I'm on the trade. I have closed the pending order, and I'm waiting for the market to trend down here to this support level. That is where you can see the market is having rejection from the top. On the 1 minute chart, it's a bearish candle. 15 minutes on the 5 minutes. Now the 5 minutes candlestick pattern is important because here we see that back to back 2 red candle double top, which is basically a potential for a downtrending market structure. And if that is where you can see there is a liquidity gap to drop here, and that's why I have sold this market, because even if it is not going to sell to this level, we can expect this market to come back here to test this green candle or even the low back below here. And downtrend continuation is expected. Are you guys with me? If you are with me, give a thumbs up, guys. Hope that you are enjoying the live session. Make sure you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press the notification bell so you are not missing any of the content that I'm posting every day from this channel. Regular analysis, regular trade setup, as well as live analysis, live trade setup. For more education, also stay connected by joining the Telegram. You can find link below this video where I do share some of my ideas, and also there is more often promotion is given to join the academy to become part of the trading community. If you wanna be, if you wanna explore more about Forex Trading Wizard Academy, this is a great place where you can also learn and grow as a trader. So 5 minutes candle close as a bearish with a double top here. And now this market, let's wait to see that this market to potentially to break below or to have another bounce back. So 1 minute chart that you can see a drop back below here. 30 minutes, a long week candlestick pattern formation. If we look at this one here, so in a very important level, that 1 minute chart that you can see a green candle. So you see a 15 minutes a red bear candle formation here. Where now, so let's see that here it is getting potential rejection from the top, a doji formation on the 1 minute. We'll be looking to see if this market is having that downtrending market structure in that area. Potentially to remain bearish to the major direction of the trend. So this 5 minutes candle is important because if this one is not being able to break that high, we might see to break the low and then to continue to fall back down to the direction of the trend. So we see that there is another 1 minute candlestick pattern being formed here, which to potentially, you can see series of lower high. This is a, when you look at market structure, we need to always, in a downtrend, looking for series of lower highs is important. Now this 5 minutes, I'm looking mostly on the 5 minutes time frame because here the market structure is visible, that we can see series of lower high, and this support on the 5 minutes, the market is able to break that low, then we can expect it to come back here to this support level. Back to back two narrow 1 minute doji, which is also showing potential downtrend, and 5 minutes candle closing also with a bearish price action in that area. Here is a again long narrow candle formation. Okay, so you can see that weak fill here and getting that rejection back below from the 5 minutes. The market is trying to come back here. We see that breaks support, and support is breaking. Now I'm on the trade, as I mentioned, guys. I'm running in profit at the moment, and I'll give a shout out when I'm closing. This is the deal here, that close in profit. That's what you want to see potentially, though we may not be able to do all the time, but we see that when it is happening, we have to take the full advantage. Currently I'm running quite a few pip profit here in that area, which is would like to hold it back below for further, as it is coming down, expecting to break below here. So this is the 1 minute candlestick pattern. There is a, come on, it's got a rejection again, so let's wait to see. I think it's just liquidity gap. It potentially continue to trend back below here. This is the, if you look at the 15 minutes, which is doji, and that is where there is a doji on the 5 minutes. Would like to see that it's coming down here to the support level. So there is a doji, and you can see the market is trying to penetrate back below from the doji. So a bearish engulfer followed by a doji. It's a potentially a downtrend continuation market structure. From the 1 minute, we can see that a bear candle, and the price is trying to penetrate back below here. I'm still on the trade, and if the price break this swing low here, we may be able to secure profit in this market. We'll be holding on to that for further potential drop, as so 1 minute price action here. So far it's a bear market. Okay, so you can see that bearish drop, and I will be securing the profit very soon, and I'll give a shout out when I am closing the profit. I'm still running in this trade here for possible further downside. Potential for bearish. Will be waiting for further bearish move. So you can see that bearish drop here, expecting this market to break this swing low 335 or 336 level, where is the movement. Potentially we are pretty downside here. I'm closing the profit right now with the running profit. Another profitable trade on gold, and that's what we would like to do here, securing profit as much as we can, almost every trade. As you can see, it's now on a sharp falling in a bearish trend, and I have secured the profit on gold here. I think we may see further downside, but I have taken the profit, guys. Give a feedback in the live chat if you, what did you do with the trade? I am out with the running profit, and my profit on this trade is as expected. And if we look at the 1 hour here, I'm looking at the lower time frame. I think this market, if you look at here, you can see it's a bear market, expecting it to break below here for another rejection, potentially to the downside, to create a new lower low. So which is, if you look at the 1 minute, it's getting some upside here. Okay, so bearish price action is still showing in that area. So you see that 5 minutes closing, potentially a bearish engulfer, so which is showing possible for further downside. We have successfully secured another profitable trade with all of you in this live session, and I hope that, guys, you are enjoying the live session. You enjoyed this live session as well. So let's look at now the next entry, because as a trader you want to remain hungry here. Okay, downside, and it's coming down here, which is good to see that the market is breaking back below this 1 hour support, potentially to fill that long wick, fill that weak fill, to do the weak fill here on the 1 hour, and also to the 15 minutes that we can see. Okay, so you can see the market has got back down here. So it's a 1 hour weak fill. Pretty sharply falling market. We can see the market is maintaining that downtrend, and it's a massive winning trade. And let's look at another one for potential. Give it one feedback, guys. Did you enjoy this trade? Have you liked the stream? Give it a thumbs up here. We are winner, okay? And this is the winning channel where you can learn and grow as a trader, and that's an amazing thank you. Welcome. Well done. So this is where looking at the key here. Thank you. What we can see, you guys have seen what happened here. The market, in fact, has broken that support, And the key here, guys, as I mentioned all the time, is not being able to all the time predict the market, but to enter when it comes. And this is the here that we always talk about, that trading is freedom, that I always talk about, guys. That gives us the potential for going for great length, right? As a trader, we want to be an independent, and that's what here we in the academy trying to help every traders on the YouTube channel as well as on the academy, to help you to grow, to learn, to become consistent as a trader. Consistency is very, very important. Consistency doesn't mean that you win all the trade. Consistency means that you remain profitable at the end of the month. That's what you need, right? Even some week you might be in a negative, but at the end of the month, if you are profitable, you are paid off at the end of the month. That's where the key. I'm coming on live again this week. NFP, guys, I told you that FOMC will be live on FOMC, will be live on NFP. Stay motivated, stay energized. I'll see you again in the next live coming up in few hours on the NY session. Also, there will be analysis coming up. I will be looking forward to see some great trade setup in this session. Stay connected on the Telegram channel, where you can find more updates, education. I've shared with you the link here on the free Telegram. And also there will be giveaway in some sessions to join the academy as a reward for you to watch this live session. So stay connected. I'll see you again very soon. They are trading live. Until that, stay well, stay happy.